Welcome to Salento with Love. I'm Davide Mengoli and I'm at Casa Rinata. You see work going on in the background, but so much has been happening and so many developments, and bringing it, well, Reinata is because it's a rebirth, bringing it to an amazing standard that will redonate happiness to a new family to enjoy this house. Now, what happened? Enjoy the rest of the video. Starting my day at Casa Rinata, the rebirth of a house. These houses that have been abandoned for so many years, I would call them almost derelict, and you're just injecting new life. Well, one of the aspects of this building here was the balcony, which it was all broken up. It had some tiles on it, which we have removed, but at the same time, we really needed to do something that it was up to my standard. So the first thing to do after cleaning the entire area, which we did, and removing all the rubble, well, it's got this beautiful railing here. It's quite shallow, but the first thing we needed to do, we actually treated this with a mappe plastic, a material that would just make the surface waterproof and watertight. Now you think it's just a balcony, water can just go over through to the other side, but yes, but if you can limit that amount of water that goes through, you're going to limit the damage that is going to happen to the stone and anything else. Well, this stone here has got non-metal in it, so there is no damage that is going to incur as a result of water getting in contact with metal, but still it's something that I wanted to do. Now we just got all the stone cut to size and with a little groove for the drip. So the first thing to do is to square off everything, and this is what Davide is doing here. Yes, another Davide. And so the overhanging on the other side, it's got the little groove, and then this is going to be all tiled. All the pieces already been cut to size to do everything, including the two small strip which are going to go in front here, and then the door fits there, completing everything to, I wouldn't call it high standard, but my standard. There is not a high standard, low standard, or medium standard and low standard. There is my standard, and my standard is doing things that will pass the test of time. 50 years, 100 years down the line, I want someone to look at this and say, wow, somebody thought about this properly and through, and this is really what makes the difference. Sometimes people say, oh, Davide, your standard is very, very high. It's not about being high, but it's about thinking. I was thinking, and that's really what makes the difference between sometimes a craftsman coming on site and telling you, oh, this is how you should do it. But is that really the way it should be done? So that's my way of thinking, my thought process. Well, as I turn around the corner already, I go, wow. I'm already looking at those external doors, which are absolutely amazing. Also, the balcony has totally been redone. It's got this beautiful stone over the top of it. And the new door is just gone in there. So loads and loads of things. So let's go and have a look and see what's happening inside. The touch of the wooden doors and windows that overlook the facade are absolutely amazing. So as I step in here, these two doors onto the balcony. As usual, if you're watching the first time my channel, then you think, yeah, wow, but if you've been watching it over and over, well, I think God save Carlo, because this is maestro and absolutely incredible. When this is closed, it brings so much elegance to the property. The other thing that's special about what's been happening is also the balcony. We removed the concrete tiles, we insulated it, and then we've tiled it in pietra leccese. So even if it is a small balcony, but now you can get outside here, or if you leave the doors open, you really have a wonderful view to the balcony. The ultimate result for me, it's amazing. And just bearing in mind that while all this is happening, the client is on the other side of the world or very far away from here. So knowing that you have somebody that is doing really what's best for you, what's best for the property, what's best for the design, what's best for the longevity, it's very, very important. And this is why I classify my work as rare, not because of me, but because of all the elements that are put together that for me are important to add the longevity to the property. Now, enough of that. I want you to focus on that little corner. Now, one of the challenges up here was with this beautiful living area, kitchen, a little office there, and beautiful space with these beautiful ceilings, was what about having a little half bath up here? And so, well, have a look at this. So as you're coming down the stairs, you'll have that. Beautifully built, all in wood. And also, you have a window. Now, when I say this is truly a piece of engineering, I think we should get a prize for this, because it is truly a piece of engineering. Then, little thing there, I'll push. And I have a toilet over there and a basin over here. So I come in, I close the door, and I can comfortably use the toilet, and also a little basin here, maybe a little freestanding round basin here. But look at this, we have a window. How did that happen? Well, this is a window that was in the stairwell. Now, the carpenter has managed to split that window, create a frame at an angle, and so half of this window, it's in here, and the other half, it's in the stairway. When you look from the outside, you see one window. Now, this was a piece of engineering that I came up with, but then I needed somebody who could actually build it. And I must say, absolutely fantastic. You pull, and you're out there into the hallway, into the beautiful living area. As we're going downstairs, the tiling of the bathroom, it's happening at the moment. Again, you'll see these doors appearing on one of my projects. As a last minute thing, we actually lifted and raised his opening up, which was very, very low. We now have a comfortable opening. And then a keypad could be installed here. So we'll have a keypad over here and a keypad over here. Now, interesting, when you think of different allocations of a property, you may think, okay, what about if I turn out to do something down here, maybe a living space with a bedroom and a living space and a bathroom? Well, you can, because you can just put a door there and isolate and close that downstairs from going upstairs. And the two units will become totally independent. Or you're probably coming back from dinner. You don't want to go through those stairs and come in. You just want to come through here and go straight to bed. So you come into this space and then you have a wonderful bedroom. A wonderful bedroom with a bathroom and another one of those doors here. Now, this is a little thing that I introduced a while ago. I like particularly the element of these metal doors, because when I think of longevity, when I think of long-term maintenance, when I think of something that resists all the different elements, perhaps a house doesn't get used for weeks or for months, and it could be a little bit of damp, a little humid. Well, this particular type of internal doors will literally go through anything because it's metal and glass. So it was one of my ideas really to introduce this particular type of doors. And also the light that it brings into the house is absolutely stunning. Buongiorno. Buongiorno. So many small decisions have been made in this Casa Rinata. Let me just get some light in here by opening one of these wonderful doors. We're looking at this wonderful balcony, which it was totally derelict up until a few weeks ago. Small decisions which, now that we're getting to this stage, it's almost getting to the end, and very, very pleased. This little bathroom here would be just a nice little touch, just big enough to just have a comfortable toilet and a basin in a space that services this open space. Sometimes having a little bathroom in an area that you spend a huge amount of time, it's incredible, because you can imagine going up and down the stairs to use a bathroom. So this was a massive plus, being able to do this. And also thanks to the engineering process that plumbers and people like that, and the master craftsman with his door, all of these elements put together allow me to then deliver something that I think quite a few people will struggle just to envisage. Now we're tiling the 2 bathrooms downstairs. Casa Rinata, they're doing an incredible job outside, actually putting the cobblestones. So we're here at Casa Rinata now with Cubico, and we're just measuring up for kitchen, bedroom, so jumping from one place to another, but very important when you have these kind of properties, really, and everything is curved to make things made to measure. I'm sure you have enjoyed Casa Rinata. Well, Reinata, because there's a rebirth. So much has been happening here, is gently and in a very progressive way getting to become a beautiful home here in the Centro Storico of PARABITA. I hope you've enjoyed it. Subscribe to the channel, leave your comments, which are very, very important. And until the next video comes out, do the most important thing, which is stay safe wherever you are.